Hello YouTube, it's your boy Nathan coming to you to do another recap video. Today we are talking 90 Day Fiancé Before the 90 Days, Season 7, Episode 3, Sounds of the Fury. So yeah, we're just going to get on into it. This episode was a tiny bit triggering. Not as bad as part 2 of Happily Ever After Tell-All. But, this episode just kind of got me in the feels a little bit. And I'll get to it why. I'll explain why in the video. So the first couple we're going to start off is Brian and Ingrid. So Brian and Ingrid, as we all know, last week Brian finally arrived to Brazil to meet Ingrid. And now it's just about having Ingrid adjust to dating somebody that's in a wheelchair, basically. So they go back to their hotel, and Ingrid takes a shower and everything, and he has to get himself together and stuff. Well, before they go back to the hotel, Brian decides that he wants to drive from the airport to the hotel. And he brought like all of his like custom made like stuff and legs that he has to use when he drives when he's in America and stuff. And he had Ingrid help him like attach like all his attachment stuff, like some extra legs or some up in the seat a little bit or whatever. Ingrid didn't mind helping him with that and everything. So they go back to the hotel. Ingrid takes a shower and everything, and Brian is just like, just trying to get comfortable and stuff. And they talked about being intimate, and Brian mentioned that Ingrid has never been intimate with anybody that's been in a wheelchair. So after she got out the shower, she had to help him get into the bathroom to get for him to get clean, because he has to have one of those seats. Them seats in the shower thing for him. So he takes off his shirt, and he asked if she could take off help with his pants and stuff, and then they had to wheel him to the bathroom and stuff and everything, and it was just basically like a 600-pound life opening scene when they had to film somebody in the shower and stuff and everything. And so so he took his little shower and washed up. Ingrid helped him a little bit. Brian even mentioned, he's like, I can usually do all this stuff by myself, but it is like a little test for Ingrid because just to see if she would do it, if she'll be able to do it basically or whatever. So, and she did. So then Brian comes out the shower and everything. He's still naked, basically. He wants to get his groove on, but Ingrid's in the bed ready to go to sleep. And he had mentioned to Ingrid that he has to do something that when he urinates, basically, he has to have a, I don't know, he said something with a condom and some kind of attachment or something that he has to use, and then he has to have a small a little bit of a erection in order to urinate in this kind of condom cup thing or whatever. And I think that kind of grossed a little bit of Ingrid out a little bit. She's just like, wow, this is just a little bit too much for just one day, basically. And Brian even think about it. He's like, did I offend you or anything? And she's like, no. And he had to step back and think, okay, I think I overshared a little bit too much today and everything about what I have to do and stuff. So I hope we can get past this. So he crawled into the bed, and they just went to sleep. So that was that. Yeah, it was a little bit too much for Brian, I think. I certain things I didn't need to know, certain things I didn't need to see with that scene and stuff or whatever. So, but whatever gets you through the day, whatever you have to do, what you got to do to make sure that your basic needs are met, considering your condition. So that was Brian and Ingrid. Next couple I'm going to talk is Lauren and Faith. So we only seen them for one scene in this episode. basically, okay, Lauren is finally in the Philippines, and he's going to be staying at Faith's hotel and stuff, basically, and everything. And they decided to, go back to the hotel, get freshened up and everything, and head out. They went out to the street to get some, like, traditional Filipino foods and stuff and everything. And they're all having a good time or whatever and everything. And they just have a conversation about, basically the next 20 days. Like, Faith said that, like, this is her first relationship with a man and everything. So, like, she's just trying to, like, adjust. She says she's been intimate with men before, but, like, she never had, like, a full-blown relationship with the guy. So, and this is her first. And Brian, not Brian, Lauren, he wants to, like, he wants to know, like, he wants to give her time, but wants to know the 20 days, like, will that be enough time, basically? So they're just eating and talking, and, like, she doesn't want to, Faith doesn't want to rush the intimacy. And prior to that, freaking Lauren decides to give her a piece of paper and give her, like, a girlfriend test. And I'm just like, bro. And she wasn't too thrilled about that. So, like, I was just like, what is with these people testing? Now, I ain't gonna lie. I used to do some kind of, like, testing myself back in the day. Not like, I would do it without them knowing. If you're gonna test somebody, you gotta do it without them knowing. So, but mine wasn't as extreme as this was. The questions were like, are there snakes everywhere in the world and everything, like, and stuff. It was really unnecessary. It was like 40 questions. And he was like, this is the girlfriend test, and basically, and everything. And like, whatever. It's just basically whatever. So, again, so they decided to talk about, like, they don't want to rush the intimacy. And Brian, and I keep on saying Brian, Lauren was just like, yeah, we don't have to do anything that you don't want to do. But at the same time, I'm only here for 20 days. So I hope we could do something basically in 20 days. So, but I just have a horrible feeling that he's going to break her heart. I have a gut feeling that Lauren is going to break Faith's heart, and it's going to break my heart if that happens. So we'll see how that plays out. So that was Lauren and Faith. Next couple I want to talk is Renee and Chidi. So Renee and Chidi, okay, ever since the season started, Renee is just gone crazy on social media. She's just ranting and raging about Chidi this, Chidi that. She didn't do this, didn't do that, whatever. So in this episode, we first see, like, Renee wake up from her first night in Nigeria. She didn't sleep that well, and she got up way early and waited for hours for Chidi to wake up. Chidi wakes up and everything. He goes and talks to Renee and everything. Have a little, just morning, just cuddling and everything. Then Chidi decides to make her some breakfast. And, never underestimate anybody's condition. Anybody can do anything that they put their mind to it. So I don't want to hear people go, well, how was he blind and still making breakfast? Blind people can still make breakfast. I will admit I was a little worried because, like, a spatula dropped on the floor, and then he also had to pick up a knife. I was a little bit worried, I ain't gonna lie, but thank God Renee was there to, like, guide him with that. So he made a breakfast. Renee said it was really good. She enjoyed it. She just enjoyed being there with him and everything. Enjoyed his company and whatever. So Renee and Chidi's sister, they decided to go to the market around town. And, like, Renee was not too thrilled that Chidi's sister was coming, but she only came so she could teach, like, Renee how to help guide Chidi around and stuff and everything. And at first Renee wasn't happy about it, but then when they were out in the street and all them cars were rolling past and everything, Renee was just like, okay, you know what? Yeah, this is a little bit crazy and stuff and everything. So they go to the market, and they tried to do some shopping and everything, and Chidi's just having a slight little meltdown because, like, since he's gone blind, his ears are more sensitive now and everything, and just all the sounds around and what they do and all the people around was just really irritating him and everything. So he had to, take a little step back and everything. Then here comes the infamous scene. The infamous scene. So, as we know, Renee, she has like a chicken farm back at home and stuff. And she's seen these chickens and stuff and everything. And, she's all googly-eyed over the chickens. She's like, oh, chicken, and all that and everything. And they wanted to pick out some chicken for dinner. And Renee just flipped out and everything. She's like, don't you hurt this chicken and everything. I guess like the guy selling the chicken pulled the chicken up by its legs or whatever. And she had a fit. She's like, don't hurt the chicken. I'm going to be very, very violent if you kill the chicken and everything. Like, she's like, let the chicken live. So Chidi's sister had to tell the guy, like, we're not gonna get the chicken. Yeah, she doesn't like to kill things, and everything. And so she was like, yeah, let the chicken live and everything. And Chidi's sister was like, well, why don't you go over there and I'll just go get it myself or whatever. And she's like, no, I will not. I'd rather starve. I'd rather not. I'm not gonna eat it. I'm not gonna eat it and everything. And Chidi's sister, her name is Victoria, she was just like, Chidi warned me about this, and now I'm seeing it firsthand about her anger and stuff and everything. And both Chidi and Victoria asked Renee, like, don't you eat chicken at home, basically? And she was like, yeah, but like it's already like I pick it up from the store. It's already like ready. We don't like basically don't kill a chicken and then I don't see a chicken get killed basically and everything. So in this situation, I feel somewhat in the middle here. I see both sides, because I know people don't like seeing animals get killed and stuff and everything, and I get that. But at the same time, it's their culture, and that's, you're not in America at the moment. So like, and you do eat chicken. so like, I mean, I see both sides, but she didn't have to react the way she did and everything. So after that, Victoria was just like, okay, Chidi, take her somewhere privately and I'll do the shopping by myself and everything. So Chidi and Renee just go find a nice place to sit down and just relax, decompose a little bit. Renee sees more chickens and she's like, oh, chicken and everything. Victoria comes back with some corn to give to them while they wait for her finishing shopping. So then they have another infamous conversation. Chidi revealed to Renee that he does not want to be intimate with her until she's married. And he tells her that, and she once again has another meltdown. She's like, how you gonna tell me that? And then everything. We talked about a lot of things. You said I'm your soulmate, this and that, and whatever, and everything. And Chidi was like, this is a vow I made to God and everything. Now, this is where one of those things were triggering for me. I'm a man of God myself and everything. And Renee, who believes in aliens and said last week things don't work out, she rather date an alien or whatever and stuff. She talked about how, like, a lot in a lot of the Christian faith or in a lot of religious faiths, they really press the no sex until marriage thing. Renee's ignorant self going to call that a system, basically, and Chidi's like, it's biblically and everything, and she's like, I'm not gonna, this is the system. Like, you're telling me one thing, you said we're spiritual connected, this and that, we're gonna do so many things, and then you're telling me your celibate story, and I'm just like, Renee, he just said that we're not gonna be intimate until we're married. Come to find out, by the way, like, this scene was like pretty pointless, because come to find out, since Renee's been like going crazy on social media, and Chidi's been vocal too and now Chidi's sister Victoria's been vocal. That apparently Chidi and Renee had this conversation before she flew to Nigeria. Chidi did tell her in the beginning, way before she came to Nigeria, that they would not be sleeping in the same bed and not be in intimate until marriage. I guess they had like a little breakup before and everything, and that she like just went crazy and then started like just trying to like blow him up, trying to find him, trying to call him and stuff to like do the show, to basically do the show and everything. But I guess they really did have this conversation prior to her coming to Nigeria, and it's just like being re-shown, like being reenacted basically. Now, it's going to be one of those things, oh, this is scripted. I don't, like I said, I don't like doing that. Like I said, maybe some things may be scripted, maybe this is, I don't like, and I realized something too, and I think I said this before. Usually the cast members that don't get along with production are the ones who say it's scripted. Because I've seen other cast members who say this was all real. And all the ones who say that this is scripted are the ones who didn't get along with production. So, just saying. So, it was that was pointless, but then Renee just had like a meltdown and everything, and just calling it a system, that's really disrespectful. And like, I don't even know what she is. Like, I could just basically say she's the atheist. Like, she like, believing in aliens and everything, and then going to call this a system, and stuff, and then claim that you believe in God and everything. Like, she's confused. She's really confused. So I don't know what to do with her and stuff with that. So yeah. But yeah, she's been quite the character so far this season. 3 episodes in, she's been quite the character, and she's the only one who's just having a fit online and stuff. So I have a feeling, since she's doing all this online, I doubt she'll be at the tell-all at the end of the season. I don't think she's coming to the tell-all. She's probably not, because Statler, kind of similar with Statler from The Other Way. Statler ain't going to be at the tell-all when they do The Other Way tell-all. So, and I don't think Chidi and Renee are going to be at the tell-all, just based by all of this. So yeah, that was Chidi and Renee. Next couple I want to talk is another one, Tiger Lily and Adnan. So, as we all know, Tiger Lily is getting basically married at first sight, basically. And she's we seen her with her glam squad last week and everything, and coming to Jordan to meet Adnan and all that. And we seen this episode, they go to the marriage office or whatever and signed a document to get married. They had like a little thing, like she had to translate some Arabic stuff and everything, and the guy told her don't hold hands yet and everything, and they had to get married in front of the family and stuff, and that was that. So they got married and everything. Adnan was really happy. He's like, finally, after 22 years, I'm married and I can finally be basically intimate with somebody and everything, this and that and everything. So they go back to their hotel. They consummated their marriage basically. And, they woke up in a good mood. Tiger Lily said that she wants to wake up like this all the time, basically. So then now she has to get ready to meet the rest of his family. I guess they had like a little party and stuff. Here's where things get a little irritating with me. I understand that in the Muslim culture and everything, like they have like really, really strict dating rules/laws too. Well, Tiger Lily decided that she didn't need her glam squad at that moment. She told him to take the night off and everything, chill. We'll see you at the big wedding party, basically. And so, like, she had to call in another hairdresser to like do her hair so she could look nice to meet his family. The hairdresser comes in and it's a guy. Adnan had a fit, and he was like, I rather have the other guy because like y'all known each other for years. He's like a brother, but I don't like another guy like touching my wife and everything. And she was like, well, this is who they sent and everything. So he agreed to let the guy do her hair, but he was watching him like white on rice, like if you it was just like if you touch her anyway, I'm going to hurt you basically type thing. And he was like, and Tiger Lily was like, babe, you're making him really nervous. He's like, well, you're my wife and another man's touching you, and that's not common in this country, this and that and everything. And then Adnan just, he gave me a little bit of a Mahmoud vibe. He pulls out his phone and he was like, 5 minutes. You got 5 minutes to curl her hair and stuff and everything. She's like, baby, like it will be done when it's done and stuff. Like, quit making this guy nervous. So 5 minutes is up. He's like, 5 minutes up, 5 minutes up and everything. And the dude finished their hair and stuff and whatever. And it was just like, that was just really cringy. Because, like, like I said, I understand the culture and I understand the rules, but it is a little bit scary. And because, like for an American, like where we have like friends, different genders, doesn't matter, guy, girl, like I have plenty of female friends, I have plenty of male friends. My girlfriend knows about my female friends. There's no secret. There's no shadiness. There's no behind the backness. Like, it's just, it is what it is. So in the Muslim culture, they're like, it is so strict that it really gets to the point where it gets scary. And I think like Nicole Mahmoud is like doing the thing to stop like Muslim, like Muslim violence, like Muslim men violence, something like that, like domestic violence in the Muslim culture, or something like that. Because it's just scary how he acted like that. And I just, we have jealous people here in America and stuff, and I just roll my eyes at them and stuff and everything on, because when you get jealous of the small things, that's the problem. Like here, people get jealous. Oh, like I know somebody told me like they were at a store and they were at the cashier and putting their stuff on the belt and stuff and checking out at a grocery store, and the person was just looking at the cashier, and then their partner got mad. Why are you looking at the cashier? You got something with the cashier and stuff? Like, we're just like, no, we're just doing our groceries, ringing up our groceries and stuff, like, and everything. Like, so the small things is just what irritates me about like people in a relationship that get really upset about. And in this situation with Adnan, he couldn't, like, I don't know. So later they go to like this little like small little party where Tiger Lily got to meet the rest of his family and stuff and everything. And there was just like a lot of food and a lot of that like cultural food where they had to pick up the food by hand and stuff it in your mouth kind of type thing. A little unsanitary with that, but again, that's the culture and stuff. I remember when I last seen that, we seen it with Benny, with Ari and Benny, to do that. So they do that, and Tiger Lily meets Adnan's brother. And Adnan's brother had asked, like, Tiger Lily, do you plan on living in Jordan and everything? And Tiger Lily was just like, no, I have 2 kids at home. He has to come to America and everything. And she got frustrated with Adnan. She's like, why doesn't Adnan's brother, like, why hasn't Adnan told him that, we're coming to America? Why doesn't he not know that? And I'm just like, girl, like, and then she started complaining, like, I can't have guy friends. He sold me so many different things just in the last 24 hours. And I don't know, did I make the right mistake? Did I make a mistake? And I'm thinking, yes, girl, because you wanted to get married so much. You've been talking to this guy on video chat for only 4 months, and now you're married to him. and you don't know nothing about him, like you're trying to know the culture and stuff and everything. By the way, back to when she was getting her hair done, she had a skirt on. He told her to cover up the skirt and everything. And it's just like, and again, like, I'm not trying to disrespect the culture. Like, believe me, people, I'm not. Because I understand how conservative it is over there. But like I said, it's getting to the point where we're seeing it, where it's just getting scary. And and certain people are going to do it. And when it comes to Americans, we're set in our ways and stuff, so we always have to fight through it. But there's just certain things that I'm glad that it's not stressed upon over here than it is over there. So yeah, that was Tiger Lily and Adnan. And the last couple I want to talk is a new couple that we finally got to meet. We got to meet Sunny and Vea. So we met Sunny. He is from South Africa. He's a Muslim man, and he's from South Africa. He moved to South Africa a few years ago. He loves it down there. Like, he lives like in a real like diverse like area where like Muslims, Indians, and everything. And so he went to the store, and we seen him go to a store and everything, and he's getting ready because his girlfriend Vea is coming. So we got to meet Vea. She's 27. She's from Orlando, Florida. We've seen her with her friends and everything, and she's talking about this trip that she's about to go to South Africa. She said that her and Sunny they've been talking for a while and everything, but they already have they have some really, really concerning relationship problems, and they haven't even met. That's kind of scaring me too. This is another thing that was a little triggering. Well, apparently, Sunny had mentioned that they do have trust issues because she talks about her ex a lot, and I'll get to more on that in a second and everything. So they do bicker back and forth. Vea, Vea said that, she comes from a big family. Like, she grew up in foster care a lot, went through a lot of foster homes and everything. And so she's had a rough life growing up. So we're sorry that happened and everything. And she was telling her friends that, since, she's scared to have a lot of problems and scared of the fighting and stuff, she invited somebody to go on the trip to South Africa with her. That somebody just happened to be her ex-boyfriend named Rory. And I'm just like, oh my God. This is what's triggering for me, is because why are we bringing our ex-boyfriend to another country again? Why are we doing this? For real, why are we doing this? So Vea had mentioned that Sunny actually tracks her phone. And I'm just like, how can he, she didn't explain, and she didn't even explain on how that's possible. How is he tracking her phone when they haven't even met? They have some, I don't know. I don't even want to think about it, basically. And so she told her friend she's going to bring her ex-boyfriend, and they asked her, does Sunny know that he's coming? And she's like, yeah, I'm going to tell him. And they were like, when are you going to tell him? At the airport. And they were like, is he flying with you? She's like, yeah, no, I don't know. I mean, this girl, I don't know. We also seen Sunny, he was thinking about this whole situation, and him and his friend went to a mosque to pray, to really pray about this and everything. I don't know. I cannot do it with these people's exes. This is why this episode was another trigger episode for me, because I'm so tired of exes being in the way. Vea said Vea said that, her and Rory broke up only because that they wanted different things in life. But she said it wasn't a bad breakup and that they are still able to become friends. That's cool. But why does he have to go with you to South Africa? Why can't these friends go with you? Or why can't you hire a bodyguard? Like, why does it have to be the ex-boyfriend? Why, like, somebody tell me why do people like to flaunt their exes in front of their new person so much? Why? And then, what's sad about that is that, like, the people who do that and then their new partner, like, confronts them about it, like, they always tell them, oh, no, I'm over my ex. I want you, this, and that, and everything. And then, like, it's hard for us to believe them because, like, most of the time an ex always wins. And I'm just like, like, if I was to break up with you right now for that, you would be back with your ex and everything. And then you could get it, and then we'll get into an argument about it. And then if somebody says something about the ex and it's kind of insulting to the person who's flaunting the ex, they get really defensive about it and everything and storm off. And that's what's going to, I have a feeling that's what's going to happen with Sunny and Vea and stuff. So I don't know. This episode kind of made me cringe a little bit. This was just another traumatizing episode, in my opinion. But I'm here for it. I'm here for it. So yeah, guys, that is the end of my review. Next week we're gonna meet the couple I've been waiting for, Niles and Matilda. I can't wait to meet them. I've been waiting all this whole time to cover them. So we'll get to meet them next week. So I can't wait to meet the more new couples coming up and everything. I'm excited where some of these people's journeys are taking us. Like, I can't wait to see more of Brian and Ingrid, Lauren and Faith, and everything. I'm kind of Renee and Chidi and Tiger Lily and Adnan. Like, I'm just like, not, but, I'm here for it. So anyway, guys, that is the end of my review. I am tired today. I can barely keep my eyes open. So I'm going to go. But I'll see you guys back in here tomorrow when I recap the 90 Day Fiancé the other way. So I'll see y'all again tomorrow. So y'all stay safe and have a good one. Bye, y'all.